Alright, so we probably already all know about, Bendy and the Ink Machine, that, like, indie mascot horror game, from a few years ago that a lot of YouTubers played and stuff, and it's probably one of the more, like, popular, like, indie mascot horror, games out there, where, it basically takes place in, like, Joey Drew Studios or whatever, in, like, the 1940s or whatever, it has some, like, big lore and stuff. I don't really know that much about it. All I know is some characters like Sammy Lawrence, I think, like Alice, Boris, Bendy and stuff, basically just based off of, like, this fictional cartoon, like, based off of Mickey Mouse or, like, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, yeah, you've probably seen it at least once and stuff, and it had a pretty big community and fandom, but it started to die down, like, the more years passed by and stuff. Yeah, like, even though there's actually gonna be, like, a Bendy and an Ink Machine movie coming out, that didn't really revive the fandom that much. Until 2025, when this, kind of prototype mod, like, creepypasta, whatever, in the fandom, called Ollie Bendy was created. Now, I don't exactly know if this was, like, created, for the prototype or whatever, or this was, like, created before, I mean, from what I've, like, heard of stuff, Ollie Bendy was originally from Out of the Ink Machine, which was basically, just a fan-made version of Bendy and Ink Machine with, like, basically bootleg Bendy, characters and stuff, but then later, someone created a Bendy 2017 prototype, which basically took Ollie Bendy and basically made, like, the prototype, like, 2017 prototype of Bendy, the original Bendy Ink Machine, way more fucking terrifying. You have no idea. Like, no joke, I am fucking disturbed. I'm, like, kind of terrified, like, petrified from this goddamn thing. Like, this thing, like, what is this? Bro, like, I've seen, like, many TikToks, many videos, about just Ollie Bendy and stuff, like, coming around a corner and stuff, and then just me, yeah, like, so basically, like, it's basically just the original 2017 prototype of Bendy and Ink Machine, but, like, it basically just has, the Ollie Bendy, cardboard cutouts and stuff, that, unlike the Bendy cutouts, will actually kill you if you don't actually look at them, like, fast enough. And Ollie Bendy will occasionally actually, spawn in the map and try to chase you around until he, like, despawns and stuff, So that basically, comes, and he knows where you always are and stuff, So that basically leads to you just walking around, just a hallway, and the next thing you know, boom, he comes out right out of a corner, jump scares you without, singular image and stuff that still terrifies me. Even if I saw, like, 10 times already, like, with the whatever, that glitch sound or whatever. And then, basically, just crashes your game, Yeah, that was a lot of talking. But, yes. And, because of this, the Bendy and Ink Machine fandom has started to kind of revive a little bit, And you know what else? And you know what else, got caught? And you know what else, got the attention of? The FNF fucking community, of course. And basically, and yes, like, some developer, like, fucking mod developers, whatever, I think they're creating this, like, Anemaniac, mod and stuff, which is basically, basically confronting yourself. Remember that one with Sonic.exe? But with Bendy characters, but with, like, Bendy and stuff, Yeah, basically, Ollie Bendy versus the normal Bendy, And it uses, like, it uses the vocals, the chromatics and stuff, from, the Build-A-Machine and stuff, and JT's, Bendy and Ink Machine rap, like, Be Erased or whatever, So, yeah, and this is basically just a fan-made mod. It's not the actual thing, just a fan-made mod and stuff, But, the mod is expected to come out, like, somewhere, like, maybe, I honestly don't know when it's gonna come out and stuff, But, yeah, that's also been getting popular in the fucking community and stuff, And honestly, I can't wait and stuff, So, yeah. So we're basically just gonna play a fan-made mod of, just basically an Anemaniac. And and the song is really not finished and stuff. It was just leaked and stuff, So this is basically, like a fan-made extension and stuff, So, yeah, we already wasted, like, almost 5 minutes of your time and stuff, So why not just get straight into, Anemaniac, aka Ollie Bendy versus normal Bendy. The Friday Funkin' mod based off the 2017 Bendy prototype. I guess you could say it's like a creepypasta or whatever, It kind of reminds me of those kind of creepypastas. I honestly don't know, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, anyways, let's get straight into it. There we go. And of course, we obviously gotta make sure that, you know, the graphics are low and stuff, you know. Yep, check. Alright. And check, there we go. Alright, and of course, there's only, like, one song and stuff, you know, so, yeah. Here it is, Anemaniac. Yeah, and we can see Ollie Bendy's icon. Boy, does he even look terrifying in his icon. So, yeah, that's only, like, normal difficulty and stuff, which is obviously just the only difficulty and stuff, so, yeah. But anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the fan-made Anemaniac, aka Normal Bendy versus Ollie Bendy, the friendly fucking mod. Let me use that. And it takes place in the dark first. Yeah, once again, this is only a fan-made extension and stuff, you know, like, not the official, like, fan-made sprites, fan-made, you know, icons and stuff, like, fan-made everything. Yeah, Normal Bendy's vocals like came from, you know, the, like, you know, Battle on the Machine and stuff. And Ollie Bendy's came from Can't Be Erased or something, you know. Which is kind of cool, honestly, not gonna lie. Honestly, I find it cool that this, like, really like, Ollie Bendy really revived, you know, the entire Bendy and the Ink Machine fandom, because it's been on kind of like a decline for a while, honestly, so, yeah, good for them. Meanwhile, Poppy Playtime and Find Out Your Favorites were just thriving the entire time. Yeah, only, like, the original only lasted for 1 minute, so yeah, this is a fan-made extension. Once again, so it's not official. Don't think this is official. Oh, okay. Yeah, I also forgot to mention, you know, the cardboard cutouts of Ollie Bendy could, like, be kind of different, you know, like button eyes, you know, just a weird smiley face, you know, just a normal one, him laughing, and, you know, just a complete blank face, you know, so. Okay, I'm guessing this is the end. Also, people have been hearing, like, you know, kind of hearing, like, there, like, some lyrics or whatever, you know? Which, it does sound like it has lyrics, but in reality, it just really doesn't. And just like that was it. Anemaniac, just the fan-made mod, the fan-made extension, fan-made everything. Let me get, yep. Anyways, but yeah, just like that was the fan-made, you know, Anemaniac extension mod and stuff, you know. Once again, it's only fan-made, and the official mod, don't know when it's gonna come out yet, but maybe pretty soon, you know. We'll just see when it actually comes out, you know. So, yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Do not even ask me to play the 2017 Bendy prototype, you know, if any of you even want, like, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't even be supported for my Chromebook and stuff, you know, because it would probably explode even if I die once, so, yeah, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other, fun and funky mods like these that, you know, you want me to play that are, like, family extensions of, you know, lead songs, then, join the Play Best Way to group on Roblox, and just on the wall, it'd be ancient, just make it on approved for various reasons. There's gonna be some rooms to notes and follow the Game 3 worst active group. Also, make sure to follow my social media announcements, wish, or just shit posts in general, like my TikTok, my Blue Sky, and my Instagram. All links will be description below in the game, or mod link. I make so much Roblox gameplays that's like my catchphrase at this point. All the links are description below, including the mod link for Anemaniac. If you already seen the lead song, you know, you've seen the Bendy 2017 prototype and you want to play this one, be my guest. The mod link and description below. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Plug your best way to see something now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out, adios, and goodbye.